Everybody wants to succeed so fast because they want to prove something to somebody else.
So only thing that's in your hands is effort. So put your 100% into your effort. What happens, happens.
It's hard for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I promise you, man, the light at the end of the tunnel. If you keep walking, if you keep making one good choice or two good choices will always bring amazing opportunities. I promise you, man.
It's kind of the way I think about getting into shape. You've heard for 20 years that it's exercise and eating right. You just wish it was a pill.
It won't be instantaneous. I know we want that, but it's not. Greatness takes time. That impulsive stuff, it don't last. When you build something with a foundation, with choices and character, you see, character is everything in life. Your attitude will really determine your altitude.
Now I need you to be patient because I need you to give your gift time to mature, all right? I need you to fully develop.
Stop watching the clock. Instead, do what the clock is doing. Just keep going. When it hurts, just keep going. When you fail, just keep going. And when you fall, just keep going. When you want to give up, just keep going. When your luck is done, just keep going. Don't stop, just keep going. No matter what, keep moving. Stopping is for quitters. If you lose, it's okay. As long as you keep going and as long as you keep moving. But if you lose and you stop, then you have failed. You're relentless, you will push farther than before, climb higher and climb to heights you've not seen. Because progress is progress. It doesn't matter if you move forward 10% or 0.01%, as long as you've moved forward. As long as you do this day in and day out, because above everything else, consistency is key. If you consistently take small steps, one day you're gonna look back and see just how far you've come. You know, I always see those guys who come into the gym and they work intensely for just 1 3-hour session, and then I never see them again. I see the guy getting up at 4 a.m. for a week, and then he never does it again. But the guy who trains 1 hour a day consistently all year beats the other guys. The guy who wakes up at 6 a.m. every morning consistently beats the other guy. It's about consistency, consistently moving forward. Little steps every day over the year, it's gonna add up. Small moves in the direction of your goal every day are going to add up. Soon, you're gonna be where you wanna be, but you must keep moving forward. You can't stop and you can't stand still. You gotta keep pushing and you gotta keep going, and you have to be the clock. You're always running, you are always consistent, and you're constant. You're not a quitter. You are not a stopper, you're a winner because you never give up. You will succeed because you're moving in the right direction.
And that's how I think about business. It's not very complicated. You have to have a good product, and then you have to communicate that product and service, and then you have to do that over and over and over again, and then something good will happen. When you're producing for more likes, when you're producing for more subscribers, when you're producing for more money, when you're producing for more fame, it makes you vulnerable.
Why are you building up so much debt in your mind with negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, thinking you're not worth it, low confidence, comparing yourself to other people?
You're trying to get there too fast. Relax. It's gonna come. I'm trying to tell you to hold on. Why? Because it's all coming together.
Yet, everybody wants to know how to get from $0 to $1 million or from 0 to 1 million followers fast. Everybody wants to get to a place, very few are willing to sacrifice to get there.
Patience, the mental fortitude, the mental strength to keep on going when you have absolutely no physical evidence around you that is saying you can make it. Just keep going. And I promise you, man, one day your dream is going to be a reality.
Fast is fundamentally the scariest word for me in business.
So many people think leadership's title or position, and you may be a leader that has a title or position, but many people who have great influence really don't have that. If you had spent 1 hour a day, every day, on one subject for 5 years, you could become an expert on that subject. And I stopped asking the question, how long will it take? And I started asking the question, how far can I go? And everything changed that day. I realized that you can set goals and have 5-year goals, whatever. But I changed from a goal mindset to a growth mindset. And the fact that if I would be intentional in the areas of growth that would have the return and would fit who I was, then I could really be successful and help a lot of people.
Live your life like you are the hero in your own movie. When you die, you get to go to the movies and you are shown your life as a movie. Will you enjoy it, or would you hate it? Living as if you're the hero in your own movie gives a third-person perspective on your life. It can make you think about your decision more clearly and think, will this improve my life or not? Will this job be exciting, or am I doing it to make someone else happy? Does this relationship fulfill me or not? Sometimes in life, you have to think about yourself. You see, you have to have fun in life. If you don't, what's the point? Think about life as to fun and exciting. If you don't wake up in the morning with excitement, then that is a wasted life. This doesn't mean you can't have sad moments and feel low. Your emotions should be like waves. They come in and out, but the ocean doesn't change, and this should be your life. You get one life.
It's lonely at the top. Now, that's not a leadership expression, although people say it all the time in the context of leadership. In fact, I tell people all the time, if you're lonely at the top, it's not a leadership issue, it's just the fact you're dysfunctional. But if you think about it, if you're lonely at the top, no one's with you, no one's following you. I mean, that's a hiker, not a leader. And I think one of the things that leaders need to do, one of the first things is they need to get off the top.
Give and then ask. The way everybody heard it, give, and then take. We have to slow down. If you actually thought about your life in a 50-year window or an 80-year window, you would slow down.
We're all puppets of our subconscious mind. That's what's pulling the strings, but those same strings that are being pulled are pulling you away from what you truly want, who you truly are. What are you doing to yours? Don't build up the debt, build up the credits, because eventually all that debt, the negative talk and the negative actions and habits that you're building up is wiring that subconscious mind that's pulling the strings. That debt you're building up needs to be replaced in the future with positive talk, with positive self-beliefs, with confidence, with belief that you can go after what you want and you're worth it.
Produce to bring value to the other party, so much so that it guilts them into doing business with you. I mean it. You want to really build something meaningful? Think about producing content in a way that is so valuable that it guilts people to do business with you. That is how I see brands that win.
So there's some of you trying to get there too fast. Relax. It's gonna come. So what happens if you get there too fast and you're not patient? Some people have gotten to fame and lost their families. They've lost their wives. They've lost their riches, right? They've lost their wealth. They lost their influence, right? They lost their name. Listen to me, and a good name, man, it's hard to get a good name it's even harder when you lose it to get it back. So be patient.
We live in a world where people lack patience. We just don't have patience. And I promise you that if you're able to, whether it's financially or emotionally, put yourself in a position to have patience, you have a far better chance of succeeding. Your decision-making path becomes far clearer, and you build much more leverage to actually build wealth or work-life balance or legacy or whatever makes you tick.
You know, everybody crashes, and then you're faced with that crash. And you either have an epiphany or you don't. You either walk off the field and say, hey, I don't want to do this anymore, and you give up on that, going after your audacious goals, or you gain really humility. You know, how do you feel that you're going to be wrong? If you want your life to be successful, you will not let yourself do certain things because you're just no good at them. Once you get that picture down, then you can find the paths wherever the paths are. You're open-minded.
People go through the motions to hopefully get by or survive, or I am going to get clear in this morning about what I want, what I'm going after, who I'm going to be, how I'm going to serve, and whether or not I'm going to be excellent and extraordinary or not. And the problem is most people never make that conscious decision. Make the conscious decision about who you want to be each day. Stay congruent with that.
When I talk about maturity, being patient, all right, I'm talking about finding your own voice. Are you hearing me? And you got to learn to shut the noise. I mean to shut out other people's opinions. That's what I mean by the noise. People used to tell me all the time, E, you're not polished enough. You're not refined enough. Listen to me. You wear a baseball cap. You know, your approach is too aggressive. Hear what I'm telling you. It took me years upon years upon years to find my voice, to find my style, right? To find what fits for me. And I used to have people all the time criticizing, critiquing me, telling me, yo, you can't do it this way. You'll never be successful this way. And listen to me, I feel what they're saying. Right, you're right. You will never be successful doing it like that. And you will never be successful, but you can't tell me how to do what I do. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with taking criticism. Are you hearing me? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with taking criticism. But what I am saying to you is this, you have to find your own voice. So be patient and give yourself enough time to find your own voice, man. Hey, it's your boy E.T. Remember, without struggle, there is no progress.
Everything that has happened that's been good to me is slow. How many people here are under 31 years old? Raise your hands. When I was 31 years old, I was making less than $100,000 a year working in a liquor store, building a business for my dad, and was going to be leaving 3 years later owning nothing. Under 31, I worked in a liquor store, ringing people up at the register. Everybody wants to get to a place, very few are willing to sacrifice to get there.
Your business is only effort, isn't it? Just do that. For all these things to happen, you need perception and intelligence. So that's all you must do in your life. Constantly looking for ways to enhance your perception and your intelligence. The rest will anyway happen. This is one thing that unfortunately humanity is not doing. They're trying to become capable of something. Do not try to become capable of something. Just enhance your perception and intelligence. Whatever comes your way,